Ben, how can we deliver a group presentation successfully? This is a question that I got in one of my recent workshops. Let me share with you what I told them. There are 5 major things that you and your team have to do to deliver your group presentation successfully. The first thing, you have to plan out your design basics. What colors are we going to use? What fonts are we going to use? What are our divider slides? Very important that you plan out these things. And during this design planning part, you also have to make a decision, because you have really 2 options here. Option 1, everybody has the same font, the same font size. Everything looks the same basically. If somebody looked at your presentation, it looked like one single person made it. The other option is that basically each of you have your own separate presentation and you put them all together. In that case, I just recommend try to use the same fonts and the same colors at least. The benefit when everything looks the same, it looks great. But at the same time though, it takes a lot of time sometimes. It takes a lot of communication, a lot of getting together to make it really look the same. If you have separate presentations, the benefit is really you save time. Okay, it looks a little bit different, but it also looks a little bit more realistic. Like these are your real work presentations from each single member. So which one are you gonna pick? The decision is yours. Number 2, let your very best presenter present first and your second best presenter last. Now, why is that? Very simple. The introduction part of your presentation and the conclusion part of your presentation are so critical. They're so important, especially the introduction. You have to win over the audience instantly. You have to show them this is going to be an exciting and interesting presentation. Or if it's a serious presentation, at least you need to have somebody who is confident, just so you give off the right image to your audience. But really, the best presenter should be first and the second best should be last, because that way you start strong and you also finish strong. Number 3, you want to transition smoothly. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I see when people deliver their group presentation is the transition from person to the next person, from presenter to the next presenter is not so smoothly. One runs off the stage, another one just runs up. That's not a great way to do it. So how can you do it well? Well, you can use what I call IME. IME stands for intro, message, and energy. Now here's an example of IME. First, you want to introduce the person, right? So you can say, next everyone is Christina. She's our Vice President of Marketing. And then next, M, your message. Right here you can share what Christina is going to talk about. Christina is going to talk about how we can increase our revenues by 15% over the next year. And then lastly, E, energy, right? Let's give Christina a big hand. Or while you transition to Christina, give her a high five. Or think about another creative way. How can you add energy and introduce her with a lot of excitement? Number 4, if you have a weak team member, support them. This is the great thing about a group presentation. Even if you have a weak presenter, because as a team, you probably have at least 1 or 2 strong presenters, so you can support the weaker person. Really, really great. My recommendation is that in advance, when you plan out and you practice your whole group presentation, you let the weaker team member know, give your best, but in the worst case, I can help you a little bit, I can jump in. Like for example, if they get a tough question and they cannot answer it that well, or they're too nervous to answer it, one of your stronger presenters can answer the question for them. Again, this is a group presentation, this is a team presentation, you can support the others. And number 5, finish as a team. This is a group presentation. This is a team presentation. So make sure that at the very end, you get the whole team members next to each other and all of you can give a clap to the audience. You can have your final key message together in union, but you want to look as a team in the end. This is not an individual effort where the last presenter gets all the reward. No, you're a team, so make sure you finish as a team. So comment below one time, what have been your challenges with group and team presentations, and which of these 5 tips are you going to use for your next group presentation? By the way, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. Lots of great videos coming up. If you like this video, you can click like it. And most importantly, I really look forward to seeing you for the next video.